Well, good morning from Glasgow on this really gorgeous Thursday morning. And there's the sun behind that building. It's just crawling up behind there, and I'll peek out soon. Had the most amazing sunrise. I wish I was too busy dancing to stop and take a picture, because that would have ruined the point really. So you'll just have to take my word for it that it was just truly magical, absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And here we are. So good morning. Yeah, really, I was in my bed this morning and I heard hail against the window, and I was like, well, I guess I'll have to bundle up, because of course a big part of what I do is coming out in all weather. And yesterday was a harder dance because it was quite damp and I felt the energy was quite heavy just in my world. And so I went home yesterday and I just absolutely shattered and had a nap, which is I normally have a slump in the afternoon because I get up so early, you know, and this takes a lot of physical and emotional and spiritual energy to do this. And so I need that downtime, but it was really, yesterday I felt like absolutely just a disaster. The rest of the day I had a friend stop by. She was very kind. She didn't say, I hadn't seen her in a while. I'm sure she was thinking, oh my God, what happened to her? Some things are like that, hey. And it's interesting because today's wish came from a friend of mine in the States, who said that people have been suggesting she might need more patience in her life. And I thought, well, a lot of people are going to connect to that, especially people with little children, and not even little children, because I was thinking about what is this thing, patience, and like we talk about losing patience and not having patience, and so like my initial thoughts about it were this thing about time and us trying to control time, and this idea of power versus force. And I was thinking, well, you know, what is that? You know, what is that all about? So of course I went to my etymology dictionary, and did you know that the word patience actually comes from the word meaning to suffer, which is why when people say, oh God, give me patience, it's because they feel that they're suffering. This is not a good energy point to start with, I think. I think maybe we should just take that word out of the vocabulary, really, because it comes from the idea of the Passion of Christ and being attached to a cross with nails, for goodness sake. And whilst I'm sure there is stress associated with what individuals are going through in regards to patience, I can't imagine it's as bad as that. So I thought, well, then what is it actually? Because it is that whole thing. And then where's the word stress or suffering come from? And I thought that word suffocate, and it's actually this idea of like losing your life. And people, of course, if you're feeling that stress in terms of what realistically you're probably not really risking losing your life, you feel that you probably don't have enough air in your life. And I thought, so then I thought, let me look up some words in my thesaurus, as I am the word detective, to see better thing to focus on within the context of this idea of patience, because patience really sucks, let's be honest. And I came upon the word serenity, and I thought, oh, as the sirens go by, I thought that's a really good one to focus on, because and I looked that one up, and that one's cool because it means peace. And again, the word day. I think I'm going to be doing all this word detective stuff, and I'm going to find all the words come down to either day or unity or woman, or not even woman, queen. I think that's it, which I think says an awful lot about what we've lost. Because the other interesting thing, you know, there's archaeological evidence of female sculptures of goddess types of people going back 300,000 years? For holy guacamole! That's a long time. So we 300,000 years BC, so 2,000 years ago, they have this evidence. And I think, okay, so that's 300,000 years of sustainability based upon mutual cooperation. And we've just all messed it up in the past 100 years. That's just a little pet theory that I have going on now. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, so my dance today was for Serenity, which is this idea of having space in one's feeling, that you have space in one's life, and serene and peace, and so that's what I danced for, Serenity. And it was interesting because one of my regulars, as it were, Thomas, who stopped by, bless him, he owns some hair salons, U-Concept, and he gave me a free voucher for getting my hair done because he thinks that what I'm doing is so wonderful. I was like, that is just amazing. That is just, wow, totally unexpected. I feel very blessed for that. But he said he wished that people felt they had more space in their lives, more inner space in their lives. So that fits very well into the idea of serenity, because I think that's a big part of it, isn't it? This idea of time, having to do and control. And I think that if we focus on just creating that inner space, which really challenges us to grow in different ways, I think can only be a good thing. So that's my my thoughts for the day. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll see you here tomorrow. If you have any wishes, please let me know. Bye.